sports fans. Welcome to another edition of VetsPlusSports.com. This is your host, Terrell Cool Beans Davis, along with my co host, Mr. James Miller.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing this Sunday night? Hope y'all doing well. Some of you fans out there are licking wounds. Um,
Yep.
and I'm pulling my hair. Well, if I had any hair, I'm pulling it out right now. But anyway, welcome to another edition of Vet Plus Sports. Before we get started in this episode, I'll let Beans do a shout out to our listeners.
Yes, we like to give a shout out to those that come to watch the live. Thank you for giving us your undivided attention, and for those that'll come back and watch the replay, thank you for watching your giving your undivided attention. We're gonna start out. We haven't done the radio show in a while, so I couldn't tell you what the top cities was. I know what they used to be. Well, they was always San Jose, California, LA, California, Ashburn, Virginia, Grinzek-Weilen, Germany, Brussels, Belgium. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll go ahead and get started with the women's NBA playoffs. And how about those Fever?
I know, right?
Looking to be dead at the end of the regular season.
Everybody said they gone, man. They not gonna make it. And then they got in, they squeezed in at the sixth seed, and it's like, oh well, they just turned out, beat the dream, put them out, advanced, and everybody thought that that's all they would do. Even ESPN announcers thought that that's all they would do, and then they stole game one today.
And we look at the score. You had the Fever 89. You had the Aces 73. Leading scorer, which is no surprise, is Kelsey Mitchell. Then you had Sims with 17, Howard with 12. And to round out the starting lineup, Hall had 6 and Boston had 6. And then coming off the bench, they got 14 bench points. The leading bench would be Turner. She had 6, and then Petty had 4. Yep. The Aces, I guess they forgot they had a playoff game.
Well, I guess since they figured that Aja got that MVP today, they announced that she was she won MVP today. That there was no need to play; it was automatically given. But
I wonder how much Caitlin said. Hey, y'all need to announce this today on this date.
Exactly.
But and then you had the right here going on. Let's see here. You had the Lynx beating the Mercury 82-69. Williams for Lynx had 23 points, 8 boards, 7 assists. And this is kind of like a little bit similar. And then for Mercury, you had Thomas with 18 points, 8 boards, and 7 assists.
Yeah, there was one part that I wanted to show during that game. I don't want to get us a copyright strike, so I said, let me not even try to download it. But Natisha Heidemann, she took a blow to the mouth from an elbow from Alyssa Thomas. She's like, bam, as you can see, it just shook her and she hit the ground. She's a tough camper too. No blood. Got back in the next play and played
it. Talking about blows, I know this is off subject. We'll get to more later on with the NFL. Your boy Dan Quinn, he took a shot to the chops. Did you see that?
What happened?
Oh yeah, he was bleeding. Oh, Marcus Mariota went to run out of bounds and ran into him. He got him a shoulder right in the face, knocked him back. He was all bleeding down his nose and everything.
Wow, I missed that because I was flipping between that game and the Steelers game.
It was right before halftime. Right before halftime.
Yeah,
and actually the Raiders defender kind of pushed him into him.
Wow.
But yeah, I had to mention that since you talked about a blow because I'd forgot about it once it came down to the NFL. But
see, that's why we need to enter in technical field goals into the game. In the game of football, technical foul, get that technical field goal.
Well, don't let me forget when we get to college. I gotta mention something from last weekend when I was at the West Virginia game. But Oh well. And today, oh Caitlin Clark got fined for some comment. I didn't see what it was. You said it was
Yeah,
200
I didn't see.
for saying a comment towards the refs. Unless it's something that's out of line. I mean,
I know it was whatever it was. It was just like I was thinking it was $200. Like I was telling you earlier, I was like when I found out about it, I was acting like I was Caitlin Clark. I was like $200. I make $8 million a year. Who care about $200?
see, I'm trying to bring it up, see if it's showing what she said. Let's see. Okay. All right. This was from the recent playoff series.
Okay.
We made comments on social media that I guess that was criticizing the officiating. All right, here's the post, I think, on X. Laughing emojis. Clark posted on X with laughing emojis referring to a screenshot of an Instagram comment where she wrote, refs couldn't stop us. Wow. Wow. She got fined for that. Wow.
I liked
Wow.
it though. Yeah, the refs didn't stop.
That is insane. You got fined for that? My goodness. Wow. It's man, we're living in a weak generation. That's all we I mean, yeah, I mean society now or whatever. It's just weak.
Hmm.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Well, the WNBA have been, like they've been sowing the red that they need them fines, pay them bills.
All right. We didn't get a touchdown. We got another field goal. Still sweating it right now.
Yeah.
You got anything else right now with the women's NBA?
No, but I am looking forward to a Lynx versus the Fever in the finals.
It's shooting. It could be. Well,
Now
now
this
if
series is the best of five.
okay, I was getting ready to ask you. Getting ready to ask you. Well, that's the thing. If like they done stole one at home against the Aces,
Mm-hmm.
so how's this work? Does it go 2-2-1, or do they rotate back and forth?
No, this one is the 2-2-1.
Gotcha. So well, if the Fever would sneak one next game, it'd be over. Aces ain't
Mm-hmm.
going to pull three. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm over here to the NBA and trying to see because hey, we're just a month out from the NBA starting. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, I know it is. I think
It's
it
just
starts October 23rd. I think they
yep.
said the
I
season
think
begin.
yep. I think you're correct.
I mean,
Um,
like it's starting before Halloween.
I mean, there ain't much going on that I can tell really. So we'll just wait till the NBA gets started here within a month. I will go over here to the MLB. We're getting crunch time with the pennant race. Playoffs coming in a few weeks. I'll run down some scores from the day. You've got the Braves beating the Tigers 6-2. You've got the Mariners right now in the top of the seventh in Houston. Mariners up 7-1. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they put one of those that seven spot up early. And this, by the second inning, they had seven runs.
Oh dang!
Middle of the fifth, out in Tampa, the Rays are up on the Red Sox 3-1. The Yankees beat the Orioles and then 10, 7-1. Man, they gave up 6 runs in that last inning. The Pirates all over Athletics 11-0. The Reds beat the Cubs 1-0. Nationals over the Mets 3-2. Twins over the Guardians 6-2. Padres over the White Sox 3-2. Blue Jays over the Royals 8-5. Cardinals over the Brewers 5-1. Marlins beat the Rangers 4-2. The Rockies over the Angels 3-1. Diamondbacks over the Phillies 9-2. And the Giants beat the Dodgers 3-1. Um, Doing a rundown of the wild card right now. And I'll just do the wild card because the ones that's at the top is pretty much locked in.
Yeah.
Um, right now, in the AL, you got the Yankees still leading that first spot of the wild card, but it's not by much. Only a 3.5 game lead now. Boston's only got a 1+ game lead, and that final third spot, as of right now, belongs to the Astros. But the Guardians are just a half a game behind them. And then it falls back to 5.5 games with the Texas Rangers and then 6.5 with the Royals. So the Guardians need to start picking up the pace or they're going to miss out on the playoffs. In the National League, the Cubs hold the number one spot for the wild card. They got a +8 game lead. Padres got a +5 game lead. And here you go for that final third spot. Right now, the Reds and the Mets are tied. Reds are holding a tiebreaker as of right now, and then the Diamondbacks are 1 game behind them, the Giants 3. So it's going to be a tight race between 3 teams coming down in the National League.
Right.
And I'll run down I'll go back.
I'm glad the Cubs still got is still holding the number one spot for that wild card spot because Brent went to that game today.
Oh,
He
did he?
said, "Yeah." He was telling us Friday he was going. I said, "Oh, you gonna go all the way out there to watch the Cubs lose?" He said, "No, the Cubs are gonna win." So I'll be quiet tomorrow at work, guys. Go cause no problems.
Well, now the Blue Jays have got a 2 game lead right now on the Yankees, so that could change. There's still a couple weeks left. So there's a 2 game difference there. So, but Toronto they are already in for the playoffs. They're going to make it. Detroit right now is, it's a good thing I looked at this standing. Remember that lead Detroit had?
I remember they was up a few games.
They had a bunch. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
They only hold a 1 game lead over the Guardians.
Dang.
Over the Guardians. So if the Guardians take over that division, that means Detroit falls out of the wild card. The West, the Mariners hold a 2 game lead on the Astros. So that could be changing. And then you got the Phillies over in the East. They got a 12 game lead on the Mets. So that's pretty much wrapped up there. Then in the Central, the Brewers, I got a 7 game lead on. Let's see what that means. They got a 7 game lead on the Cubs. They've already clinched the division. So the Cubs cannot win the division. So the Cubs will be a wild card team. And then you've got, here you go, out west. The Dodgers got a 3 game lead on the Padres. Like I said, that division's still wide open right now there. And that is a rundown. Let's go some stats right here, and then we'll get into our football and our picks and stuff. Aaron Judd is still leading the majors in batting average at 326. Let's see. And I've got stuff popping up, and I don't know why it is.
I tell you what, you missed it. You was running through them stats. Russell Wilson just punted for the Giants.
He punted?
Yeah, with his arm. Picked off.
I just caught on to it when you said his arm. I was like, all right. And I don't know what happened here. And I don't know why we got all this pop up ads on my thing. And it's like I cannot click on it to get rid of it. So, all right. Now, talking about home runs here. You got Aaron Judd. I mean, let's see, not Aaron Judd. Riley for Seattle's got 57. You got Schwaber um, for Phillies was 53. Otoni's got 53. Judd has got 49. That's just a rundown there. Runs bited in. Schwaber's got 129. Alonso with the Mets 122. Riley with 119. That's just to run down a couple there.
You remember them days when they said everybody was juicing? Barry Bonds was juicing. Mark McGwire was juicing.
Yep, that was the
But you
best
look,
days. That was the best
yeah,
days.
because you look at the home runs. There was like, remember who? I think Mark McGwire. Who? Somebody had 70 home runs in a
That was
season.
Barry Bonds ended up with I think 73. But even in the late 90s, you had Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Ken Griffey Jr., and all of them were in the 50s. And everything else. But I may have talked about it. I'm pretty sure I have. I've mentioned it on the podcast before. Um, that to me, if they want to juice, let them juice. Just put them in a separate category as far as when it comes to stats. As the juice, I mean, you're taking whatever. Because let
Mm-hmm.
me tell you what, that was the best time for Major League Baseball. I don't care what they say. You had that
Yeah,
pennant
I'm
race.
with that.
Everybody was watching then. But now, and I always said this. Okay, it don't matter. Okay, to me, you still got to be able to hit the ball. Beans.
Yeah.
Me and you can roid up. It don't make us hitters.
Shut up.
I mean, and here's my thing too. All right, and this is what, and I as I got older, I started realizing. They said, "Well, look at the size of their head. Look how big it was from the time when they was in their early 20s." Hey, dude, I've got a bigger head now than I did when I was younger.
Right.
I don't know what it is. Your head size gets bigger when you get older. I don't know. I don't know what has to do with it. So you couldn't go by the head size. I mean, they said, I mean, it's just crazy stuff. I mean, but to me, let them roid up, let them take whatever, just set them aside from all the greats that's played years before, put
Mm.
them in their own category. That's the way I see it. Because to me, it was a lot more fun.
It was. It's like, how you try to attract? Like, if I was a person that never watched baseball before, but I knew about Barry Bonds and the 73 home runs, you telling me the leader right now only got 57?
Yeah,
Series over in a few weeks. He's not like he's gonna pop out another 20 something in the next few
no,
weeks. It's possible, but it's not likely.
nah. And let me tell you what. Now, I didn't like seeing Barry Bonds break Hank Aaron's record.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Mark McGwire whenever he broke it or whatever. Sammy Sosa. I wasn't a big Barry Bonds fan, but I'll tell you this: the man could hit. I think they walked him like 200 sometimes that year. I don't know if it's 200 something. It was a lot. It was probably on
Yeah.
two. It was. I mean, he walked a lot that year. So they didn't pitch to him. I mean, he was taking a free pass all the time. Even some of the games they had bases loaded and they still walked him and they walked the run in because they didn't want to pitch to him. That's
Just so
the
he wouldn't bat everybody
yeah.
in.
So that's the respect that they got. I mean, he got the dude just can flat out hit. You cannot take that from him. You cannot take that from Mark McGwire. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this. They still would have hit those home runs. The only thing is it just wouldn't have went quite as far. That's it.
Right.
So, but I guess the Chiefs are gonna kick another field goal. They just can't. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, all right. Moving right along. I don't think we forgot nothing else, have we?
No, we did basketball. That's what we started with. We did just finishing up baseball now. Now about time to get into college.
All right. Yep, we'll get into some college football. Our picks from last weekend. Um, I got them right here. I think I do. Well, if I can figure out which where am I at? Okay, week 4 last week. I went 16-3. You went 15-4. Uh, it seems like me and you are just one game. Always one game pick off.
It's one game.
Or if it's like the NFL, we're tied, and we're going to tie again this week. We tied last week, and we're going to tie again this week. It's looking like so. Um, but what I was going to mention before I get down to these scores here that I got up. Remember last weekend, I was in Morgantown for the Pitt game.
Mm-hmm.
Right before halftime, you had a roughing the passer call on Nico Marchio. Right there, the time was expiring. A personal foul. Well, they pretty much just wiped the flag off and went into halftime. West Virginia didn't get to kick a field goal. West Virginia didn't get it on the second half. And the refs, they put out a memo to all the refs that they missed that call with that personal foul. And here's my thing, okay? They're watching this. All these games are being watched from wherever, New York or California or wherever they're watching them from. They're being watched. So you can't tell me why, all right, hey, they can't call down at halftime. This is at halftime. Hey, you need to make that right. They should have got a chance to kick a field goal, but you need to attack that on the kickoff.
Yep.
Come second half. And I knew I was probably right with that. When I seen that, I said something ain't adding up. But they put a memo out to all the refs and everything after that last weekend call. And my thing is, as refs, them was the ACC refs, and you've been reffing for how many years they've been reffing. These are older guys. These ain't like a bunch of young guys.
Right.
So I mean, they're older, so they got experience. How in the world could you mess that up?
That
I
was
mean,
intentional.
seriously. I
That
think it
was
was
to me
too.
intentional.
It had to
Because
be. I mean, because and I don't see how. My thing is this. All right, Pitt's coming in, and I don't know if it works like this opposite. It may even in Pitt when West Virginia goes to Pitt. Those were ACC refs. So maybe the way team brings their refs from ACC, and like maybe the Big 12 goes and refs I don't know, but that was just. I mean, that was probably one of the worst calls I've ever. Well, I ain't gonna say the worst. One of the worst was when they knocked Drew Brees out of the Super Bowl on that pass interference, and they didn't call.
right, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was just going to mention that before I get in these scores here. Going on. I'll run down the scores. You had LSU beating Louisiana 56-10. Miami beating Florida 26-7. Oregon over at Oregon State 41-7. Florida State over Kent State 66-10. Texas beating Sam Houston 55-0. Indiana beat Illinois 63-10. Oklahoma over Auburn 24-17. Ole Miss over Tulane 45-10. Tennessee beat Auburn 56-24. Texas Tech all over those Utes. How about that, Utes fans? 34-10. 34-10. Now y'all coming to Morgantown next weekend. And I don't care if we win another game the rest of the year, as long as the Mountaineers beat Utah in Morgantown. I hope they have a good crowd there. I want them to hear, and it ain't going to be nothing like the Pitt game, because the Pitt game is it's total different. But then you got Georgia Tech playing Temple 45-24. Vandy beat Georgia State 70-21. Michigan over Nebraska 30-27. Mizzou over South Carolina 29-20. Notre Dame over Purdue, my alma mater, 56-30. USC over Michigan State, 45-31. West Virginia got killed by Kansas.
Yeah, I did not
Uh,
expect that.
it was like what, 41-10.
10.
And then Virginia Tech end up winning, and then Marshall end up winning. That was our picks that we had from last weekend. Like I said, I went 16-3. You went 15-4, and we'll get a rundown for next week's, and then we'll get into the NFL. This is going a little bit quicker than we do normal.
Yeah. Because, yeah, it sure is.
But I will say this. And I will admit when I'm wrong. I mean, that's all about sports. When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wrong, bad wrong on Arch Manning. Bad wrong. As I said, he was probably one of the better quarterbacks in the country.
Well, let's see. This game that he's only had, I think, one real bad game, and that's when they played Ohio. Because this pass thing, he had 3 touchdown passes, and he ran in 2.
They played Sam Houston.
Yeah, this is true.
So I'm eating my words with that. Maybe he'll come out next year and be the better quarterback next year. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll admit I was wrong on that. I missed that one. All right, now here we go, Beans. We'll do some picks here. So here we go with college. You've got number 8 Florida State and Virginia. I'm gonna go Florida State. Man, I
was actually taking not Florida State,
Virginia,
because, like I said, I always go against some Florida schools.
Man, I don't know. They're playing at Virginia. I'll stay with Florida. TCU at Arizona State. Let's go TCU. Then you got Ohio State, number 1 Ohio State at Washington. They're flying to Washington. I'm still going to go Ohio State on this.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ohio State on that too. I know the time zones and all that usually does take play into that, but I don't think that, no.
And then you got Georgia Tech playing Wake Forest at Wake Forest. I'm going Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
And then we got USC going to Illinois. I'm going to go USC on this. USC's 21. Illinois got thumped by Indiana. Illinois is 23, but I'm going to go USC.
USC.
Notre Dame at Arkansas. Oh, man. Notre Dame's 1-2. They just got their first win. Arkansas's 2-2. They're playing at Arkansas.
I don't know. I think I kind of want to ride with the Hunchbacks.
I am too. I'm going Arkansas.
Oh, no. I'm going Notre Dame. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, Notre Dame. That's right. I was thinking Razorbacks. Hunchback Razorback. All right. Vandy, Utah State. I'm going Vandy on this.
Yeah, I got to go Vandy. Each time we went against Vanderbilt, Vanderbilt showed us that, hey, we can still whoop butt. Now, I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. I swear to goodness, if they get spanked, I won't pick them again this year.
All right. Here's a big game right here. Number 4, LSU going to 13 Ole Miss. Now, here's
LSU.
what I'm going. Here's what I'm going to do. You're going LSU. LSU's riding all this hype, but they're the best in the country. They could be contending for a national title. They're going to Ole Miss, number 13 in the country. Here comes an upset because they're buying in all this hype, how good they are. Ole Miss is going to beat them for the upset. All right, then now you've got Auburn going to Texas A&M. Texas A&M all the way on this.
Yeah, Texas A&M. I like Auburn, but not that much. Not to where I'm gonna go against Texas A&M.
Indiana playing Iowa. Indiana's going to beat.
Indiana gonna thump them.
Yep. And guess what? They got a West Virginia guy coaching that team.
Yep.
You got number 15 Tennessee playing Mississippi State. Vols all the way.
Yeah.
Then you've got Arizona playing Iowa State at Iowa State. Sorry, Arizona, you're losing that one.
Arizona, Iowa State. Yeah, let's go with Iowa State.
I'm all these newbie Big 12 guys. I'm gonna root for against y'all. I'm sorry, except for Colorado. Colorado, I won't. Oregon, and oh yes. Number 6, Oregon going to play Penn State. Number 3, Penn
Ducks.
State.
I'm going
The
Ducks.
Ducks are going to upset Penn State. Penn
Yep.
State is overrated once again this year. I don't know
Penn State's
why.
number 2, right?
Huh?
Penn State's
Number
number
3.
2. Number 3.
Yeah. But the Ducks is going in Penn State, and they're going to beat them. See ya. Number 17, Alabama is going to number 5, Georgia. Georgia going to go off. This ain't going to be a ball game. It's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, Georgia will take it.
Massachusetts going to Mizzou. Massachusetts ain't won a game, so Mizzou's
I'm
going to
going
take this. Mizzou.
Sophie Hunt Cunningham came out of Mizzou. I ain't going against Mizzou.
And then now you've got BYU, number 25 in the country, playing Colorado at Colorado. And BYU is going to be too much for Dion and them. So BYU.
I'm going to have faith in Dion with the upset.
All right. All right now. And like I said, let me get my other games up here. Let's go to there it goes. All right, like I said, next week, and this is on Fox at 3:30. Utah going to Morgantown. Utah's 3-1. West Virginia 2-2. Utah's not ranked. Man, look at this, okay? Which I know Texas Tech beat them 34-10.
Mm-hmm.
Utah was ranked. This is how they do the Big 12. Utah's not even ranked now.
Dang.
I'm going to tell you this, and this is probably be the only time the rest of this year, even being a Mountaineer fan, that I'm going to do this. Maybe against Colorado, but I want to say WVU against the Utes. I can't root for the Utes. I can't pull for them. And even if they make it to the national title, I'm not going to pull for them.
Yeah, I can't pull for the Utes. It's
So,
like Utes left a bad taste in my mouth when they was there. They got to the Big Ten just last year. They already said they was gonna run the Big Ten. They was gonna win it and all this other stuff.
They got there and they said they're gonna run it. They're gonna win it and everything else. And I'm like, dude, y'all ain't done nothing in the Pac-12. What makes you or Pac-10? And I don't know what makes you think. It was a Pac-12 then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Marshall's playing Louisiana. The Cajuns, but I say Marshall will win that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marshall.
And then let's go to the ACC here. And we'll get one more pick, and we'll get Virginia Tech. I don't know. We may pick the Pittsburgh Panthers. We may give them a shot at picking them to lose. All right, Virginia Tech's playing. Ooh. Virginia Tech's playing North Carolina State, NC State. I'm going NC State on this.
Yeah, NC State. I think they're gonna wallop them.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be a hurting right there.
All right, and then here we go. We'll go ahead and do the pick game. You got Pittsburgh and Louisville. Louisville's going to Pitt.
Louisville,
Louisville's going to win that one.
spank them.
Louisville's going to win that one. All right, there's our picks right now for. Oh dear Lord, the Giants scored a touchdown, didn't they?
Yeah, and they got the kick blocked. It's been going on horrible. Like,
Oh man, I told you I didn't like this. So now we'll move right along. I'll go over some. Get over here to the NFL, and this has been like a horrible day, if you ask me, for the NFL. For some fans, it's going to be horrible. For players, it's bad for some of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'll run down some scores here. And right now, the Chiefs and the Giants are going at it. It's 6-6. And I will say this, all in trash talking Chief people, we still don't have our 1 and 2 receivers. So Worthy's still out. Line don't block too good. But we still have a slinger behind and a quarterback. So I will say this. If they lose this game, it's going to be very tough.
Right. It's that dude Taylor, that guard. He's right tackle. They need to get rid of him. He got a flag thrown on him again today, where you can tell when it's going to be a pass play because he doesn't line up on the line. He was way back. He was behind. And they had to show the graphic on where the line is. Your head has to be at least where the center's hips is. And he's way back there. And he does it all the time. If it's a pass play, he lines up back there. He just, first of all, he's telling everybody what the play is, because he lines off the line when it's a pass play. So, and then he cost them 5 yards each time that he does that stupid mess.
You think they'd get some? Well, I mean, they do. They draft a lineman every year, and usually the first round.
Yeah.
But it's just ain't been panning out for them. But I tell you what they need to do. They need to get Jason Kelsey and help them draft a lineman. All right, now here's some scores. This was a shocker to me. Probably the rest of the football nation. The Browns beat the Packers 13-10. The Steelers beat the Patriots 21-14.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
And man, I was hoping the Broncos would have pulled this off, but they didn't. Chargers won 23-20.
Mm-hmm.
That would have changed the whole division outcome right now. 49ers barely escaped the Cardinals 16-15.
They did beat them? Last I seen it was 15-13.
Purdy did not play in that game. The Colts thrashed the Titans 41-20.
Did they ever say the Colts? I was like, oh my goodness, the Colts.
Well, you got Daniel Jones. He's slinging it. Actually, it's Jonathan Taylor, I think, ran all over him.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals got thrashed. It was just a shocker to me because Jared Browning's usually a pretty good quarterback coming off the bench for the Bengals, has been. But they got thrashed 48-10 in Minnesota. Thanks to the defense, a lot to the Minnesota defense.
Mm-hmm.
And here was another game that I can't believe they let slip through their hands as the Rams lost to the Eagles 33-26. What in the world happened to you? You was up like 26-10 or something like that in the ball game, but they ended up losing 33-26. Buccaneers beat the Jets 29-27. Commanders over the Raiders 41-24. That's why we got to win.
I got to stop you there. You got to look at the screen. These guys do not know how to play football no more. I don't know what it is. That is clearly a backwards pass. So Pacheco just going just casually just let it go by. That counts as a fumble.
3rd and 25. Dear Lord, what are they doing?
That would have been a giant touchdown right there.
They're falling apart. My goodness. Yeah. I told you, we can't. We got to score touchdowns, not field goals.
Yeah.
Well, the Falcons, they forgot to show up. Falcons forgot they had a ball game.
Did they
Uh,
ever? Did they send the high school team up there thinking, "Oh,
I think that was
it's just
that was the
Carolina.
practice.
We gonna have our secret bye today. We gonna all wait here and we'll send the local high school on out because they got thrashed by Carolina,
Um,
30-0.
yeah, I think they sent the practice squad up. That's
Yeah,
what they did. They sent the practice squad.
Vegas made a killing on that game because everybody bet on Atlanta was gonna beat them. Probably gave Carolina the points too. Like, oh yeah, we give you 14 points and stuff like that, and something. Shoot, folks
Then,
lost their shirt on that game.
then you got the Texans getting beat by
Oh, that was a surprise too.
Jaguars 17-10. The Seahawks trashed the Saints. The Saints 44-13. And this next game, what happened to your boys? They got beat by the Bears
I know.
and
I
Caleb
tell you what
Williams.
happened to it's just Jerry Jones is lucky he's not actually a GM that somebody else didn't know. He'd been fired a long time ago.
Caleb Williams, 19 of 28, 298 yards and 4 touchdowns. They made him look like a Hall of Famer.
Oh,
I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, there ain't no way.
oh my gosh.
And then Thursday night, I watched this game. The Bills beat the Dolphins 31-21, and the Dolphins
Actually,
gave that game away. The Bills should have lost that game. The Bills should have lost the week one. The Bills are skating by the skin of their teeth right now. And all you hear the hype is they're a Super Bowl contender. They're a Super Bowl contender. Are they really? You just about got beat by the Dolphins on a Thursday night.
right.
Um, and if it wasn't for a penalty of a lineman being downfield, they probably would have lost that game. Miami got the first down, and there was a lineman downfield, and then that changed the whole outcome of the ball game. So, um, then tomorrow night you've got the Lions and the Ravens. I say, well, on paper the Ravens should win this.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
But the
you
way this
should.
weekend, this weekend went, the Lions are probably going to win. I mean, the
I
Browns
don't doubt it.
won, the Panthers won, and the Bears won. Now you got the Lions probably going to beat the Ravens in Baltimore
Yeah.
because I mean, paper says the Ravens are going to win this.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta go check on something real quick. Give me just a minute. I'll be just a minute.
All right. So while he's gone there, we'll run over some stats from Thursday night game. Josh Allen, he went 22 of 28 with 213 yards and 3 touchdowns. Cook, 19 carries, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. And Kincaid had a big game with 5 receptions, 68 yards, and 1 touchdown. I want to get back up here, run some stats real fast. With the Colts game here, Jonathan Taylor had 17 carries, 102 yards, 3 touchdowns. Daniel Jones was 18 of 25 with 228 and 1 touchdown. And Pippen, 6 receptions, 73 yards, and 1 touchdown. So, but they was playing the Titans. And the Titans is not that great, not that good. along with the Browns and the Panthers and the Bears, but they beat the Cowboys because the Cowboys don't have a secondary or defense. Um, it's kind of shocked me. I thought the Dallas's defense would have done better. I mean, offense would have done better than they did, but they didn't. But then you go and look at the Bengals and the Vikings game, and Carson Wentz was 14 of 20, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Mason coming off. He started because of Jones is out. 16 carries, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So this weekend was a crazy weekend for the NFL and some of these games. Paper showed otherwise, other teams winning.
Okay, I think.
But that's why you play the game. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And I'm worried about this Chiefs game right now. As a fan, I ain't going to lie.
All right, I'm back.
So, all right, we got Beans back. I was just going over some stats from some different games and everything else. While he was off, I was hitting a couple other places through in there. And I didn't know this. And here's the thing: Jukins is back for the Browns. He had 18 carries for
Yeah,
94
he
yards and
was.
1 touchdown. And the Packers forgot to show up. They went to the dog pound and got mauled. All right, now let's go to week 4. We got some picks to do, Beans, and we're getting close to that hour. It always seems to come by. And they get another interception. I think they did. The Chiefs picked the ball off again. So
Yeah, I got everybody calling me today.
about those Cowboys.
Oh, it hasn't even begun on that one yet. All the memes and everything. When I get in the morning, oh, I'm gonna have it.
I was getting ready to say, I was looking here. Okay, none of these ain't updated yet. That's why. I don't think they have. No, they hadn't. No. All right. You ready to do some picks?
Yeah, let's do them.
All right. For next
Russell
week,
Wilson ready to do some picks too. He threw
I
his
like, I
second one.
like, I like. He's doing a good job. He just keep that up. We'll get 6 here in a minute. Man, this is just horrible.
Yeah, it's just you can't even say it's the defensive ball game. It's just like sloppy offenses on
Man,
both sides.
let me tell you this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and get ready to go to my 4th Chief game. First 2 they lost. They lost to the Bengals in 22. And then 23, I went to Arrowhead, opened it up with the Lions, lost it because Kelsey didn't
Mm-hmm.
play. And went to Charlotte last year, and we left with a few minutes left in the 4th quarter. They were losing. They end up winning that in overtime. But we may go again down to Jacksonville, and they may lose to Jacksonville.
Oh no! Don't curse them that bad. No, I'm not gonna curse them that bad.
But anyway, we'll get with their picks here. You got Seahawks
But
playing
I
the
tell you
Cardinals.
right now, they got the play stop for this guy for being hurt. I am bet he tore the ACL.
He's walking off.
Wait, no, he's walking.
Yeah, he died. He's walking off.
Okay, he may have sprained it.
All right, Seahawks are going to Arizona to play the Cardinals. I'm going Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks will take the Cardinals.
Seahawks are, I mean, they can move the ball, they can score. I don't know what's happened to the Cardinals. All right, then you got the Browns going to Detroit to play the Lions.
Lightning don't strike in the same place twice. I'm going Lions.
I'm going Lions too. You got the Panthers going to the Patriots. Sorry, Panthers, you're not getting your second win there.
Oh
Patriots.
no, the Patriots gonna want some payback. They not gonna go. Panthers, you had your one and done already.
Um, and then you've got the Jaguars going to the 49ers. The 49ers are going to be 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 for the 49ers. I hate that for them because I'm not a 49ers fan, but I just cannot put faith in the Jaguars to
Oh
do my
dear,
dirty work.
oh dear Lord.
Was
The Ravens at Arrowhead playing the Chiefs.
ah,
I'm going Ravens.
you know what? I'm going Chiefs just for the fact that we still don't know the verdict on the Ravens. Ravens been looking bad couple games. Last week, Derrick Henry didn't do nothing, but it wasn't the fact of Derrick Henry. It's the play calling. I think they get behind. They get to thinking that Lamar Jackson tries to do everything, and he forgets he got Derrick Henry back there. So I'm going with bonehead moves like that, or with them doing that. I'm gonna say Chiefs.
All right, and then the next game here. Um, Man, it's going to be a tough one to pick here. The Vikings are going to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers.
Oh, I got Vikes on that all the way. Even though
Um,
they're playing overseas, what we say about them overseas games. That game is
oh,
in
they are playing
Ireland.
overseas.
They'll be at 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning in Ireland.
Both of us going Vikes on that. Here's a game here. Commanders at the Falcons. I'm going Commanders.
Commanders.
How long Jalen's going to be out? Have you heard?
I don't know. He was walking around pretty good on the sideline today.
You got the Bills at the Saints. Bills.
Bills. The Saints went back to being the Aints.
The Chargers are going to the G-Man. I wish the G-Man would pull this off, but they're not. The Chargers
They
are going to
sure
win this.
not gonna pull that off. Chargers all the way.
Well, it's looking like Chargers are going to win this division. I figured it was going to be next year. The Eagles going to the Buccaneers. And I'm going to tell you this. This is where the Eagles gets their first loss is in Tampa.
Yeah, technically they should have got that mug today.
They
That
should have.
hope and a prayer. What's the odds? It happened. It must be something with the green uniform, because the Eagles blocked the field goal and returned it. The Jets blocked the field goal and returned it. But however, the Jets turn it still came up short. The Jets still lost.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, here's going to be a good game right here in LA. The Colts and the Rams.
Rams will finally put a loss column in for the Colts.
All right, you're going with the Rams. I'm
Because
going with
Rams should be mad about that loss today.
I'm going with the Colts. And I got to back up. I missed a game. The Titans and the Texans, the battles of the unbeaten.
Oh,
The battles of the winless.
yeah. You kind of didn't miss this. This game going in a tie. Now I'm going Houston all the way on this one.
I got Texans on this. They'll get their first win. Man, it's gonna be some tough games to pick. Oh man. Then you've got the Bears going to the Raiders.
Bears
Gosh,
on
man,
this.
you going with Bears?
Yeah, I see. The Raiders look bad. They can't run the ball. They cannot run.
Nah, I can't believe I'm doing it. You know what? I'm going Raiders. I say Pete Carroll will get something better going. And then this one here, I think this is another toss-up game. This is the Sunday night game. The Packers and the Cowboys. And I don't even know who to go with this. I
Yeah,
know who you're going with,
yeah,
but
you know who I'm going with. I'll still be I'll bring my brown paper bag for the show tomorrow. I mean, for next week, I'll have the brown paper bag on.
I'm gonna go Pack.
Or this is what you're gonna see. This is what the show gonna look like. This. All right, just add that up there right there. That's what I'm gonna have for the show. Somebody did something.
They're moving the ball a little bit, but not much. They're gonna get a field goal before halftime. Looks like.
Yep.
Come
Hopefully
on,
they
throw the
don't miss
ball.
it
Throw the
again.
ball. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. There he goes.
That should have been a false start.
That's pass
74.
interference.
That's Taylor.
There it
He
is.
keeps.
There it is.
Yeah,
Finally. And then, all right, for the Monday night game next week, here we go. Sorry, y'all. We're watching that game. Actually, they got two games again next Monday.
ooh, that's good.
I don't know how good these games are going to be, but the Bengals go to Denver to play the Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos.
Yeah. Oh, he got a flag on that one. Hollywood Brown, like on the
Yeah,
5 yard
I've
line.
seen that. Yeah. And then the Jets are playing the Dolphins at Miami.
It's sad because I think on that one I'm gonna go Miami.
I'm going Miami. This has got to be the worst game of the year.
Yeah, it's got to be because Miami's not actually that bad. It's just that they can't. I don't know. It's just somewhere around. They think
They
they're losers or something. I don't know because they had Buffalo.
they are loaded with talent. I don't
Yeah,
understand that. Um, that team in Miami is loaded with talent. I mean, I guess that's got to be the worst talented team. Probably, I don't know if you say ever in the NFL, but I mean, they are loaded with talent and they just can't win.
yeah.
I mean, you got Aiken, a good running back. He's fast.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Tariq Hill. You've got Waddle. I mean, you've got well, I don't know who the tight end Smith. No, Waller. You got Waller, but I mean, they got talent. I mean, Tua's not a bad quarterback, but if he stays healthy, I mean,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. It's just that team is loaded with
Oh
talent,
my
and
God, they're kicking a field goal.
yeah, I figured that was coming.
Oh well, they only got 4 seconds left in the half.
Well, they just kicked it. They just kicked it. It's halftime now, 9-6. I told you he was going to kick a field goal. But that's where we're at. We're at the end of this show right now.
Yep. I thought they
Um,
was gonna get a touchdown on that man. I was like, oh my God.
I don't know, man. It's just. Hmm. But anyway, okay. Like we always do at the end of each episode, if you're thinking about harming or hurting yourself, you can dial that quick number 988. That's the Veteran Crisis Line, or you can dial 1 800 273 8255. That's 1 800 273 8255. Dial one on either one of them. Just dial 988. That's quicker. That's easier to remember because us veterans has got some memory problems. That's a lot of numbers to
Exactly. Yep.
remember. So just dial 988 and one.
Go with the quick number. It
Go with
works
that.
nationally.
Go with that quick number. Also, go to your local VA medical center. Um, get in contact with somebody there at the ER, and they'll get you the resource that you need. Don't forget, there's resources out there to help each body out. So don't be afraid to utilize them. Anything else, Beans?
I got nothing.
All right, that'll be it for this episode. We'll see you live next week. And hopefully, like I said, I know we've been saying it for weeks, get back on the audio.
Yeah, I know. We got to get back on that audio. I was like, I thought maybe we might have got it last week, but let's try this week if we can.
Yeah, we'll try to give it a shot. But y'all have a good night and a good week, and we'll see you next Saturday. Have a good one.
Sunday, Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry. Yeah, good job. Sunday. Have a good one.
All righty, folks. Have a nice one. If I remember where the button is. Here we go, folks.